So now we're looking at practical application of simultaneous equations. Remember our simultaneous equations where we have two equations, linear equations that have two variables or more in them, and we can solve those using our substitution or elimination methods. So we're going to have a look at some real life problems today and see how we can model these real life problems and use them to solve them. Alright, let's have a look at the examples. So, tickets for a movie cost $19.50 for adults and $14.50 for children. 200 tickets were sold with a grand total of $3,265. So how many children's tickets were sold? So first, we need to give each of the variables an appropriate variable. So adults starts with A, let's give it A, and children start with C, let's give it C rather. So let's model this using a recurrence relation. Well, we know the total amount of the tickets sold is equal to $3,265. So let's do our first equation. All right, so it is going to be 1950 A plus 1450 C is equal to $3,265. That's our first equation. Now our second equation, we know that the total number of tickets sold was 200. Right, 200 tickets were sold, and that is the sum of the number of adult and children tickets sold. So there's our second equation. So now that we have the two equations, we now need to rearrange one so that we can substitute one of the variables into the other formulas. So let's go and make a third, and we're going to rearrange formula 2 to make A the subject. So A is going to be equal to 200 minus C. Alright, so we're taking C from both sides there. Alright, now we're going to take equation 3, where A is equal to 200 minus C, and sub that into our first formula. So formula 1 is now going to be 1950 A. Alright, but we're going to sub in for A. So that is equal to 200 minus C, so we're multiplying that by 19.5 plus 14.50 C equals 3265. That then equals 3,900 minus 19.50 C plus 14.5 C equals 3265. Simplify again, we get 3,900 minus 5C, right? Negative 1950 plus 1450 is 5C equals 3265. Then remember we need to get C on its own, so we're going to subtract 3,900 from each side, which is going to give us negative 5C equals negative 635. Next, divide by negative 5 on each side. We're going to get C is equal to 127. So 127 children's tickets were sold. Alright, if we wanted to find adults' tickets, we know that 200 tickets were sold in the question, so we could go 200 minus 127, which is going to give us 73 adult tickets. But another way we can actually do it is if we take C and sub it back into our second formula, into here, alright, you are going to find that A plus 127 equals 200. Alright, then we subtract 127 from each side, and we're going to get A is equal to 73. So 73 adult tickets were sold. Awesome. Remember, you can also use the function on your calculator to solve this by putting in the two linear equations and clicking solve.